Hello, and welcome to 6259 Magnolia, here in St. Louis, Missouri. This house is one of three 1920s duplexes that were built. You can see these were all similar, but this one and the one next to it have both been converted into single-family homes. There's a few clues that we can see that these used to be duplexes once upon a time. Coming up to the front, looking at the front porch, this window has a mailbox next to it and leads directly up the stairs. Looking the other direction, I do like being able to look out through the porches there. We can see the other mailbox here next to a window. And the door is here in the middle. So this house has been completely reconfigured. Going from a two-family, where there would have been a wall here next to the stairs, to a really good-sized single-family. Have the original stained glass here above the living room. Again, living room's a great size. The rooms have been moved into different positions, but I'll show you some of the clues as to what it originally was like too as we go through. We then have an absolutely gigantic breakfast bar here. Room for probably 4 seats or more. Nice marble tile. Or granite. Actually, that's granite, sorry. And we have the sink and dishwasher and space for a microwave. Clue number 3 of this being a two-family. Once upon a time, we have a full bathroom. The downstairs for when this was its own apartment. Very handy to have anyway, because there is another bedroom still down here. We have this room here, currently used as an office, but again, be a great main floor bedroom, especially because you do have a full bath on this level. Helpful if there's an older family member, if you're going to look to do a multi-generational home. And then clue number 4 here of the previous layout, this actually was the kitchen. And I'll show you the clues. Right here we have something which I've pointed out in a few of the other videos. This is a cold pantry. So during the winter, rather than having to buy ice, you just put your food in there. And then this back wall isn't 3 layers of brick like everything else. It's just a really thin piece of wood. Although it's probably been sided over and insulated since then. But that would allow that to stay cold without having to buy ice when it's cold enough outside to keep everything from spoiling. Then here we have a higher window where there would have been counters underneath. The back door with the transom. Coming outside, we have a nice 2-story deck. And there would have likely been a 2-story porch of some description back here. And you can see as we look over through the next door to the one on the other side of the house next door, looks like that has what likely was the original layout. Coming back around, see the rear of the house here. Little yard. And again, we do have a good-sized garage. Could fit 2 cars in there. Coming back inside, let's take a look at the top floor. That is where the majority of the changes have been made. Obviously, this floor would have already had that bathroom, kitchen, living room. But the upstairs would have had the same thing as this floor again. So let's see how it's been changed. Coming upstairs, we have the front bedroom. We do have the stained glass in here. This was the original living room. And the stairs would have walked into this room probably originally. Next to it, we have this room, this bedroom. Very good size as well, by the way. This probably was the dining room under the original configuration. And we have the full bath here, similar to what's downstairs. I like the tile in here. It's kind of a greeny, bluey gray color. It's a vanity. And then this definitely wasn't original. Second floor laundry's been added. And then we have the owner's suite back here. And this was originally 2 rooms. This would have been the back bedroom. And that's how it was designed, that you put your bed underneath that window. That's why it had a higher window there. And then there would have been a wall in the middle, and this portion would have been the kitchen, hence the little pantry. We also have a very nice master primary bedroom, or bathroom rather. Double head shower with hand spray. We do have a curved design. Double sink vanity. And then we have a very good sized walk-in closet. 2 layers for clothes. And last but not least, have a private patio here. And then this house does have a basement. So the basement is very much unfinished, and it's as it would have been originally. But it does have some scope for the future. Come back downstairs. Have the basement down here. Again, since the laundry's been moved up, there's not much reason to come down here. It's mainly for storage. But ceiling height isn't too bad. So, and it looks like all the plumbing's been done under the concrete, or at least I see new concrete where it would have been done. So, there is some scope for future expansion, especially given the size of these windows being quite a bit deeper than is standard. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, let us know if there's any other homes you'd like to see. Thank you.